Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to another edition Star Citizen 3.11.1 IAE Day 3 Anvil Aerospace. Let's get right to it. First up, we have the Anvil Arrow. The Arrow is a sleek light fighter. This thing is really nice, especially for as far as light fighters go. Has a couple of decent weapons on it. Moving right along, nice and quick, going over to the Anvil Carrack, the flagship of the Anvil Aerospace Company. Definitely a ship you want to check out if you've not done so yet. Coming at you at blazing speed, we've got the Anvil Gladiator. The Gladiator is, of course, a light bomber, and it's got some size 5, I think, torpedoes at its disposal, and it can put quite a hurtin' down. Following up from there, we've got the Pisces. Now this is actually the Expedition version, and you can tell the difference because the Expedition version actually has extra weapons, and they're going to be right here on the wing. You can see they're actually Omni Skies. Next up, we've got the Anvil Hawk. The Hawk is another light fighter, but this actually comes equipped with an EMP device and is more akin to a bounty hunter ship. So if you've got aspiring bounty hunting ideals, the Hawk just might be for you. Again, we also have the Armaments Lobby, Armory Gallery to the left. Moving right along, we have the Hurricane. Now the Hurricane is actually a heavy fighter, a 2-man ship. The turret has 4 available to it. It is quite the handful. A little bit of a glass cannon, but it can definitely bring the hurtin' if you have a competent turreter. Moving along, we're going to now head downstairs and check out the Anvil Ballista. Now the Ballista is an anti-air ground vehicle. It's got some big-ass missiles on it, ready to shoot down anything threatening its airspace. Also has a turret on there as well for when you really want to bring the heat and make it a little more personal. Keeping with, let's move right along into the display hall, where once we round this corner here, we are going to get a nice view of the holo model for the Anvil Crucible. Now the Crucible is going to be a repair ship. It has also been known as like the toolbox ship. It's going to be primarily used again for like rearm, refuel, repair, more so repair from what I recall. And it's definitely going to be useful as a support ship later on for people's fleets, especially if you're out in deep space and you just got out of a hairy situation where you might need a little bit of repair or support role in that context. Got a nice shot of the Anvil Aerospace, and now we're going to move right along to the Apex Hall 3, where right here we now have the F8 Lightning. The Lightning is a hell of a ship. Now the only way you're going to be able to get this one is after you beat Squadron 42. Then you're going to have a way to get it. It hasn't been exactly fleshed out, but this is going to be the fighter of all fighters. This thing has 8, count them, 8 weapons available to really bring the pain. This is a highly anticipated ship. Once it does come out, you can bet your ass people are going to be stoked. The heavy fighter, the F8 Lightning, is nothing to mess with. Moving right along, once again, we're going to the Anvil Terrapin. Now the Terrapin, more of a pathfinder, scanner. It's supposed to have really heavy armor on it. It's supposed to be able to go into the more hot areas and be able to take a little bit more punishment. Once physicalized armor comes online, we might see more uses and roles for this ship. Coming up next, we have the Anvil Valkyrie. Now, the Valkyrie is one hell of a dropship. This thing has miniguns all over it. Yeah, these side doors that you see here also have miniguns, so you can be a chopper gunner, much like the way that they do in helicopters. That is a very high appeal. The Valkyrie is going to be best suited for ground ops. Again, it's got the VTOLs, it's got the gunner doors, so this is definitely going to be something for when you need to get a lot of people somewhere with some firepower and be able to support ground troops. The Valkyrie is personally one of my favorites, even though the armaments on it, I feel could use a buff. But if you've got it fully stocked with personnel, it can definitely bring the pain. From there, we're going to move on to the next hall, where all of the Hornet series lies. Now, this is definitely quite a haul, as first up we have the Super Hornet. The Super Hornet is a medium fighter. It is the closest thing available to a military ship for civilian use. Has 6 weapons dotting it, and it can definitely be a handful to deal with. Coming along, we also have the Hornet Wildfire. Now, the Wildfire has a special mount on the top to put a size 4 gun to, once again, really bring the pain and even the odds just a little bit. Moving right along from there, we're looking at the base F7C, the civilian model of the Hornet itself. Now, you're going to notice there's some big differences between this Hornet and the M or the Wildfire. One thing in particular, it's missing the nose turret, as well as either the top turret, the nose turret right there, or the top turret, either that be the ball turret on the Super or the specialty mount. There's the nose and there's the ball turret. As well as moving along, we are going to go to the F7A. This is the military version. So this is a very special version of the Hornet, which again is something that you will only be able to get supposedly once Squadron 42 comes out, as the F7A military version does have more armor. I believe it might even have a bigger nose turret, so it'll hold size 2s instead of size 1s like the Super Hornet. Either way, really excited for eventually, once this does come out, as the F7A is the Mark II, the new and improved and arguably better looking version. Rounding it out, we've got the F7 Hornet Tracker. Now, the Tracker is more of a scanning type ship, as it does have the AWACS on it instead of the ball turret and instead of a nose turret. The AWACS is the little thing right there that you can kind of see sticking out. It does go into the top and kind of fits down. It's going to be primarily for, well, scanning and trying to pull out ships and get them tracked. Speaking of, we are now going over to the Hornet Ghost. Now, the Ghost is actually the stealth version of the Hornet series. The stealth version has a special void armor, special radar, skin or paint on it, as well as lower emission weapons and components. As far as stealth ships goes, it's pretty decent. It's a little bit tankier than, say, a Saber, but not by a whole lot. So if you're looking for a more stealth end fighter, just keep in mind that it does have smaller hard points and less hard points than the Saber itself, and that's where the void armor actually slots in. So, other than that, this has been the brief summary of the Anvil Aerospace IAE Day 3. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out down below as well for the Discord. Thank you very much for watching. I hope all you beautiful bastards out there have yourselves a wonderful day, morning, evening, whenever, wherever you just so happen to be. This is Will, signing out. Love, peace, chicken grease.